When you think of prehistoric Australia, you might imagine a beautiful, untouched paradise. But the truth? This land was one of the most dangerous places on Earth, teeming with monsters and horrors beyond imagination. Let's dive into this nightmare of a world. Prehistoric Australia was ruled by some of the most fearsome predators the world has ever seen. Take the Megalania, a giant lizard over 20 feet long that could take down anything in its path. It was faster than you might think and had claws that could slice through bone like butter. And then there was Meganthropus, a giant flightless bird that stood over 10 feet tall, with legs powerful enough to crush bones and claws capable of disemboweling prey in seconds. But the terror didn't end on land. The waters of prehistoric Australia were no less deadly. Megalodon patrolled the coastlines, a shark so massive it could swallow a human whole. Imagine swimming in these waters with one of these predators nearby. And don't forget the Murray River crocodile, a prehistoric ancestor of today's crocodiles. This reptile could easily grab a person and drag them under, where escape was almost impossible. It wasn't just the animals that made Australia a living nightmare. The plants were killers too. The Megalania was a carnivorous plant with jagged, razor-sharp leaves that could ensnare and digest small prey. Imagine trying to make your way through the underbrush only to be caught by a plant waiting to feast. And then there were the insects. Giant ants the size of modern-day dogs with pincers strong enough to pierce flesh. And spiders as big as dinner plates with venom potent enough to stop a heart within minutes. The skies weren't safe either. The Genyornis was a flightless bird that could stand up to 8 feet tall and had legs strong enough to launch an attack that could break bones. It's said that it would hunt smaller animals, and humans weren't off its menu. And let's not forget the giant eagles, like Aquila audax, which could carry off prey the size of a small kangaroo. With talons like scythes and a wingspan over 10 feet, being under these birds was a real-life nightmare. Prehistoric Australia was a land where every step was a gamble, every rustle in the brush a possible death sentence. This was a world where only the strong and the clever survived, where nature was not just beautiful, but brutally unforgiving.